Hi there, welcome back to Patterson Autos. This is Daniel, and today we are looking at the 2026 Kia Sportage. We are driving this Sportage Hybrid, and we're just going to get a feel for what are the driving impressions like. This hybrid version has been a consistently top-rated vehicle for many years, and many of my clients come to the Kia store looking for one of these. Let's see how it feels, let's see what the hype is about, and let's see if the Kia Sportage is a good fit for you, especially the hybrid version, which is becoming ever so popular. And honestly, I think you are getting a tremendous package for the money that you are spending, considering how expensive things are in today's day. Now, the one that we're driving here is the EX all-wheel drive. Yes, all-wheel drive, meaning you can go on those road trips into the snow, on some terrain, whatever you want. There's a few variations on the Kia Sportage as well, one of those things being the X Pro version if you're really trying to take that to the next step. But here today we're looking at the hybrid, and what many people would consider a all-around one-size-fits-most type of package. That's what I see it as anyways, because it is quiet, it is spacious, it is great on gas, it looks good, and now you've got things like wireless Apple CarPlay, you've got improved finishes all around. Even on this package, you got heated seats, and to boot, you've got a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty from Kia. And you can option this down to the brand new S trim, or you can option it up and maybe even dress it up a little bit more with the X-Line trim. That's going to give you the wolf gray color that people love. Now it's on the 2026 Sportage Hybrid, which it wasn't before, only on the gas version for the previous years. And you've got different interiors available. I mean, for example, we were sitting in the light gray interior, keeps things a little bit cooler. You do have an available terracotta interior color package as well. And then of course you have the standard black package that has been in these cars for many years now. So there's a lot of variety that's being introduced to the lineup, which I think is a good thing, because so many times what dissuades people from buying a hybrid sometimes just may be the lack of color choices. And with Kia, that's been an issue where all of the cool colors were reserved for cars that weren't necessarily the most popular trims on that lineup. So I think this is going to be a great addition to the overall just experience of looking at a Kia Sportage and considering it as your next vehicle. There's just something for everybody, which I think is great. So it's a smooth power delivery. This one happens to be the hybrid, so it's the 1.6 4-cylinder turbocharged hybrid, which I know is a bit of a mouthful, but basically think of it as I put gas in it and it's very good in gas. That's all you got to know. It's a very fuel efficient car. And assuming you're not driving like a maniac, which of course in a state like California you get a lot of those out on the road, so just be mindful. But you don't really have to do so much mental strenuous work, because the Kia Sportage has got you covered. It's got emergency braking, you've got blind spot sensors, you got a backup camera, you got rear cross traffic safety alert. So if that lady that's backing out at Walmart and you happen to be like this lady pushing a stroller, the car would stop, it would emergency brake, right? So you got a lot of great features around this car. And I can do things like hit a button here, pop up the backup camera, I can see if anybody's riding the bumper of the car. And there's just so much to really be connected with on this car, which I think for the average user is going to be a pretty pleasant experience being in this car. The visibility is great. I feel like I sit up pretty high on the seat. I can see out of the car real nice. And if you really want to dress it up, you can get like a panoramic sunroof on this car, which again, for a $30,000 vehicle, right, in that $30,000 to $40,000 range, there's just a lot to go and customize and find one that really kind of fits what you want, and you can kind of go from there. I think the Kia Sportage 2026 model does a really great job of kind of blending the new and the old. I wish they did have just a little bit more of a stylistic change, but honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A lot of this is kind of carryover from the 25 model. However, you do get some fit and finishes here that I think really add nice touches. I mean, you have better visibility on the steering instrument panel, for example, because they widen the steering wheel. My favorite change, to be honest, is going to be the replacement of this piano black material that they had in the center console and just a bunch of the other areas. You'd notice that those areas would get kind of caked with dust and fingerprints. Driving this thing, again, quiet, it's smooth, the visibility is great, and I'm just chilling. You can do heated seats. There's an available cooled seats package, as well as memory seats package on the SX Prestige trim, and also an available heated steering wheel as well. So lots of really great things tech-wise on the 26, but suspension, comfortability on this car, really good. The pickup feels really smooth. The car, again, is very quiet because of the hybrid capabilities. Sport mode, up a hill, here we are checking it out, and you just notice the torque on this car. And for the size of the vehicle, I like it. I like it. And you can kind of feel the revs kind of drop a little bit, but I'd say overall, for the space, for the driving experience, you know, I can really get a lot of it. Now the car just yelled at me because I crossed the line. So that's gonna go into that lane keep assist. And the car is, again, reading the signs. It's got emergency braking up there. It's got a lot of great features that is doing a lot of passive watching of the road, so that just make sure that you're not falling asleep at the wheel, that if you're dozing off and you cross a line, it kind of, you know, it can have that capability, which I think for a lot of people is a plus, right? And you're paying for it, right? It's already built into the car. So I always say all these things are designed to keep you safe and your family safe, so why not use them, right? Cars are so much more advanced and so much more safe than they used to be with a lot of these great systems. Now, not something that we try to demo, because that would involve us being in perilous situations, but nonetheless, they are there. There's a whole catalog of videos on Kia that shows you how these things work, and I think is really worth taking a look at if you're researching one of these vehicles, just how much capability these cars actually have. So I think that's really great. So we parked it, we backed it up. With the hybrid, of course, you do have this dial, which you can go ahead and just switch things over. It's really responsive, really easy to get used to. And honestly, having this kind of floaty area a little bit more clear. Some people don't like it. Some people like kind of resting their hand on that shifter. It's really a preference thing. The gas version will have it. But that has been our test drive of the 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me kind of ramble on while driving this car. But it's a car that I am sitting in for many hours each week because of how popular it is at our stores. Thank you so much for watching. Please visit us at Mission Viejo Kia, or coming soon, Tustin Kia. This has been Daniel with Patterson Autos. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much.